right, hello, welcome. It's time for Bead Table Wednesday. Come on in, get yourself situated to relax for 30 minutes while we talk about beads and make something. Hello guys, hi. I'm Heather Powers. I'll be your host this afternoon. I'm a bead maker, jewelry designer, author, illustrator, and your creative muse for today. My shop is humblebeads.com, and you can find all sorts of goodies over there. I'm going to show you guys how to make a pair of earrings today that I hope you'll find inspiring and something a little different. So I know we're always looking for different ways to use components, so I'm gonna make a little chandelier pair of earrings. At least I think that's what you would call them. I'm using chain and like doing some little draping with chain, so I hope you guys like it. It's just something hot off the bead table. I haven't even taken a picture of it because I just finished it. So if you're here, say hello. I would love to hear from you. Hi Debbie, nice to see you here. Glad you guys could join me. I know I wasn't sure if I was going to go on today because I'm so busy, but I thought, well, I can take a half hour and share a little project idea with you guys, and hopefully be a little inspiration this afternoon. So hello Rosalinda and Barbara. Hello guys. Yeah, I think I'm ready just to turn it around and get started. Hope you guys are all doing good, staying cool. It's the almost August, so it's hot and steamy here in Michigan. Hi Candy. Oh, and Cassandra. Hello my friend. And Lynn. Hi guys, so nice to have you guys here. Teacup Haven. Oh, nice. I like that. Or Heaven. Teacup Heaven, Carol. Very cute. Hi Lori, nice to see you here. All right guys, Bonnie from Arizona. I'm sure just staying inside. Pam, you get to catch a live. Woohoo! Yes, definitely. I'm glad I decided just to jump in and make something with you guys. So I'm going to turn my camera around and we're going to get started and see what I came up with. And hopefully you guys will like it and find something to translate into your own designs. All right, I'm going to turn it around here. Hi Susan and Mary. Hi Bonnie. Yep, hello guys. Okay, so like I said, I haven't even taken a picture of this guy yet, but this is what we're going to make. We're going to make a chandelier earring using the little leaf from Vintage, one of my disc beads, and one of the bicone beads that I shared with you guys on Friday. So just a really simple, fast, quick, and easy pair of earrings to make, but a creative way to use a just a basic component. So that little earring piece starts out like this, and we're going to do some little changes to it. First and foremost, we're going to poke some holes in it so you can see I poked holes, 2 holes on each side of the leaf so that we could hang our little chain from there. I'm going to use the 1.5 millimeter hole punch, or metal punch, from Vintage, and I'm going to make sure I'm not too close to the edge when I punch my hole. And you always want to punch from the top down so that it doesn't leave a mark on your design, and you just give it a nice firm squeeze. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. And the nice thing about these leaves, sometimes got to twist it off a little to get it off, you can kind of count the little veins to see where you're going to put the second hole so that you don't have to worry about messing it up. So it's the third little vein in. 1, 2, 3. And again, you don't want to be too close to the edge. And I'm going to give it a squeeze. And repeat on the other side. So I have my 4 holes poked in there. And now, I didn't like the way this big hole looked right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this slightly, and it's actually going to fit on to my jump ring. I mean, not my jump ring, my head pin when I put this together. So I just took my pliers and bent it. That's all. My camera's trying really hard to focus. Okay, there we go. Nice and clear. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And now I have my 2 little chain pieces already cut, but I'm going to show you guys a quick little tip. And honestly, this is just leftover chain that I had from projects. So you can use any petite little chain that you have for this project. I actually mixed 2 different styles of chain, and these are both from Vintage, and you can adjust the length according to how long you want the little chain pieces. So the first one is about 1 1/8 inch long, the inside one, and then the outside one that I have cut here is 1 7/8. So 1 1/8 and 1 7/8. And again, you can like, there wasn't a magic formula. I just looked and saw what looked best. And what you want to do is you want to have it so that both of the chains form the same shape. If one's a little bit longer or too short, you'll notice right away that they don't form a uniform little U shape here. So, you know, you might have to play around depending on what kind of chain you're using. And I have these little teeny tiny 4mm jump rings. Oh, okay, so my trick for when I cut my chain, the second one that I always do, I just grab a head pin and stick it on the head pin, and then use the first chain as my measurement so that I don't have to pull out my ruler every time. And then I just cut off right there where the first one ends. So that's my little tip for quickly measuring chain once you have the first one cut. And that works really well if you have to cut a whole bunch of pieces too. Okay, so I'm going to move out this extra chain, and I really recommend the Vintage natural brass chain or their plated chains. Their chains are super high quality. The brass ones, like, all of the metals match perfectly with their brass ones, of course, and you just really notice a difference in the quality. Okay, I need 2 pairs of pliers to open and close these jump rings. And this is where good light and maybe magnifying glasses help. Since you're working so small, start with putting the chain on the jump ring first, and then put the jump ring onto the earring component. And then you're going to close that up nice and tight. You want to make sure it's closed really tight, or your chain will just slip right off, and that would be sadness for you. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. So I'm working on the inside ones first and then the outside ones. And again, it's easier to put the jump ring on the chain first. Maybe. It's so hard to do this inches away from my face and not right up next to my face. I'm going to make an appointment next week to get my eyes checked because I feel like I need new glasses again. Maybe I'm ready for trifocals? Maybe. I don't know. Or just a stronger pair. Getting old, guys. I'm going to be 48 next month. Just a few weeks. Like, how did that happen? Okay. I was fighting with it turned the other way, so I just turned it around. Hopefully that'll make it a little easier. Okay, closed nice and tight. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Did I do that whole thing off screen? Well, happy belated birthday, Carrie. I give good anti-sadness tip for those who sometimes goober up our work. Oh, trust me, I do lots of my own goobers, Lynn. As you know. It just is part of the creative process. You know, that's one of the things that makes an artist successful, is they're not afraid to take risks and make mistakes. What was that, Miss Frizzle? Get messy, make mistakes. You gotta just be able to play and have fun with it. Alright. They're a really simple pair of earrings to make, you know, obviously just putting chain on pieces, but they're definitely kind of footsie. They take some patience to get these little tiny chains on here. Did you hear that little click noise? That's when you know you cleaned your, when you got that nice and closed tightly, when it does a little click. Okay. I love this, guys. Such a fun way to transform this little simple component into something really elegant and pretty. And there's this whole trend with antique looking things, old looking things, and so this fits in with that perfectly. Okay, ball head pin, nice large size ball. It's not one of the like pearl type ones. It definitely has a little bit of a nice size, like 2mm size ball on the bottom here. And I'm going to throw on a little 4mm O bead, and these are check glass O beads, and if you need some, you can always hit up Cassandra from Beads to Live By. Hi Cassandra, feel free to share your shop information. That's actually who I get all mine from, so thank you, Cassandra, for always keeping me supplied with beads. Okay, I have one of my little branch disc beads here, and this is in a copper color, and a little 6mm leafy bead cap, and then the new bicone 11mm bicone beads. Okay, now you want to do this loop really tightly so that if you don't, then your little pieces are gonna move around. So it's really important that you make this loop nice and tight. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bend that at an angle, and I'm going to grab it here and form my loop, and I'm going to pull the wire over the bead to get that loop made. And now I'm going to twist this around 2 times nice and tightly, one underneath the other, to get that nice and tight. And I can already feel it feels really tight and just like I need it to be. So I'm going to trim off the end here, and I'm doing a nice neat little wrap for this one. I know, shocking. And now I want to get this closed really well, and I'm gonna have to fight with it a tiny bit to do that. Well, not fight with it, but chase it around a little. Okay. And so now these components are on here really tight. They're not swiveling or moving around. So that's something important to keep in mind. Have a few head pins ready if you need to practice. And now I'm going to throw on my ear wire. And here are my earrings. Oh, I think it looks better if I hold it up so you can see it dangling. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I'll take a good picture of it after we're done, but you get the idea. I really love how those little chains are swooping around down there, and what a fun way to transform this little double leaf. Yes, Susan, definitely pull out your beads and do this immediately and share it in the Humblebeads VIP group. I absolutely love it when you guys share work in there. Alright, so I just pulled a few different color combinations to get you guys inspired. So I have these little bicones, the 11mm, in a whole rainbow of colors. So here we have a yellow, gold to go with my gold branch beads. Oh, Deanna, great question. It's this is the vintage 1.5mm, but I mean there's lots of different brands, but 1.5mm is what you're looking for the hole punch. Great question. Okay, we have a metallic blue, which looks really pretty with my blue branch beads. We have this magenta purple that goes well with the little chrysanthemums. And then, of course, I used the gray and peachy color for my little copper disc beads, but I also have this really pretty burnt orange frosted glass color that looks really nice. Then if you're into the greens, we have a teal green that looks with a gold finish that looks really pretty with the sage disc beads. And then I really love the finish on this. It's like this bronzed teal color. Can you see that? Really nice. And that would look really pretty with my branch disc beads in teal, which I will have some more later this afternoon. We're getting ready to put them in the oven. And then the chrysanthemum beads in the teal color look really pretty with this. Now, all of the dark chrysanthemum and branch disc beads look really well with this bronzy color. It's actually like purple, and if you put it up to the light, it's like a see-through blue glass. It's really pretty, but when it's worn, it looks kind of like the bronze brownish color. So it looks really great with all of the branch disc beads. And if you don't know, you're new here, my branch disc beads are just kind of like my favorite go-to beads that are always in my shop. I always try to keep them in almost every color that I make them in, and if it's not there one day, it's usually there by Wednesday or Friday when I update my shop. So that is it, guys. That's it. That's all I have. And it only took us 20 minutes to do that. So that's all I have to share with you guys. I'm gonna put the earrings on. What do you guys think of that? I'll be the model, the Vanna. Oh, and the nice thing about these earrings is even though they're kind of on the big side, they're super lightweight. The polymer clay beads are really light, like we don't even feel them. And then all the components, the chain and the little vintage piece, all of it's really lightweight. Debbie, I see you asked about my family. They're all doing good. Jessie is over there sanding away, making some interesting little faux tin components for Friday. So there we go. I love them. So much fun. All right. Let's see. Friday we're going to do our little coffee break, and so I'm going to share with you guys this, and you let me know. I'm just going to make them whether you like them or not. I hope you guys like them. I have this really fun idea to make cane beads, like my regular style, but with mushrooms as the inspiration. So, you know, the red with the little dots, like a mushroom top, and then the gills, and just the way mushroom textures are layered. So, like, kind of an abstract mushroom. They're not going to be like, oh, that's a mushroom, but but inspired by little mushrooms. And so I'm in this really fairy tale forest kind of mood, and so we will see how they turn out. I hope adorable. I'll share in my VIP group my inspiration. There's this girl, I love watching her videos. She does costumes, and she made this little mushroom sleeve dress where her little sleeves were mushrooms, and it was so adorable. And ever since I've seen that, I've just wanted to make mushroom beads. So I like that you guys are excited to see the mushrooms. I think they'll turn out really cool. They're not going to be like I don't know, they're going to be an abstract mushroom. It's not going to be like, oh, that's a sculpted mushroom bead. Yeah, so I'm going to take the designs and components of a mushroom and break them down into a cool design. Curtis, you asked about fall leaf colored beads. Yep, let me get through my summer kick a little bit, and then usually from mid-August to the end of November, I'm all about fall. And loving all of it. Yeah, so we'll be doing fall pretty soon, and maybe I'll throw in some little ferns and woodlandy looking beads with the other inspirations, with my mushroom inspirations. And also I'm going to have Jessie work on, I did this series and I never had him make any more of them, and I really want him to make more of them, where we did the faux tin, but we did them in shapes of leaves with birds from the Audubon Society on them. So I'm going to have him work on some more of those, and that'll probably be in a few weeks because they take him a long time to do that. And we're going to be doing a real life trunk show. Cassandra, can I spill the beads? At my favorite bead store. Maybe I'll wait and officially announce it with the dates later. But yeah, we just planned our first trunk show since the pandemic. So I'm super excited to be going to visit my favorite bead store. I highly encourage you guys to support your local bead stores. And if you don't have a local bead store, Beads to Live By, Rustic River Finds, Allegory Gallery, My Bead Shop, those are all ones that I highly encourage you guys to visit and support. And if you can't shop with them in person, shop with them online, because it really, we need the bead stores. They're like, you know, endangered species, so we need to protect them, and they offer a lot more than just beads. They're a place of community and inspiration. And so Pam, I am sure we'll be putting out those dates really soon. It's going to be mid-August, and so I'm excited, so excited. Spill the beads. All right, guys, I need to get to work. I have a pile of orders to get out the door for you, and then I'm really excited about making those mushroom beads, so I need to get that going. Yes, Pam, Allegory Gallery is great, and Rustic River Finds, my friend Trish owns that bead store, and she has a great online shop too. And then Beads to Live By, my friend Cassandra, she sells on her Facebook group a lot, and then also Etsy shop, Beads to Live By Etsy shop, and she just put some really cool nautical pieces in her Etsy shop. So Deanna, you should definitely come to Cassandra's shop. It's not that far of a drive, and it would definitely be worth the visit. They have quite the stock over there. I can't wait to get my hands on all of it and go shopping myself. That's my favorite thing to do, besides just visiting with Cassandra, who's my bestie. one of my besties. Right, guys, that's it. I gotta get to work. I would love to chat more, but I will see you guys on Friday with the new Humblebeads, the mushroom inspired goodness. Feel free to stop in the Humblebeads VIP group, and there you go. It's the Humblebeads VIP party group here on Facebook, and I didn't get a chance to comment, but I saw quite a few new things that people have been putting up that they've been making. So Charlene, I do still offer online classes for polymer clay, and then in November I'll be doing my fall online retreat, which will be in October. We're doing the private in-person retreat, and then I'll be doing those same projects online in November, and you guys can sign up for that. But I do have some self-paced online courses, and you can go to humblebeads.com under the classes section, the tab, and see what's available. And so I think I have 5 or 6, and they're 30% off still, so feel free to try those out. Pam, you asked where Cassandra's shop is. It's in Jackson, Michigan, which is on the other side of the state from where I'm at, so closer to Ohio than Chicago, but not that far of a drive from one side of the state to the other. And so she's like an hour from the west side of the state where I'm at, or an hour and a half. Okay, that's enough of me rambling, which is all I'm doing right now because I'm procrastinating about going back to work. All right, time for me to go get those orders out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Everything that I showed you is in the shop, and you know what? If you order today, I am going to send you... Oh, where's my camera? I'll put a little pair of these. I have them in all different colors, and I'll put a little pair of these acrylic leaves in your order. If you order today, any size order, we'll get you a little pair of those. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you later. See you on Friday. And I babbled on for almost 10 minutes, so the video's 30 minutes. So thank you guys. I will see you on Friday. All right, take care. Bye.